Imagine clearing over 3.5 lakh rupees in pure profit every month, using 90% less water without ever touching a single grain of soil. While traditional agriculture often focuses on manual labor and rural settings, a new generation of entrepreneurs is currently converting city warehouses and rooftops into high-output production centers. This is a highly calculated ground reality 2026 commercial project report for the Indian market, not a set of basic gardening tips. You need to pay close attention. Missing even one segment on market linkage strategy or nutrient temperature mathematics will lead to fatal miscalculations, trapping your capital in a hole you cannot recover from. Hit the like button, share this breakdown with your business partners, and make sure you're subscribed to BizNako for more high-profit, mathematically sound blueprints. And if you want the complete detailed project report and structural guide in PDF format for free, head over to my Instagram at biz_nako. Drop a comment with the word idea4 on this video, and our system will instantly DM you the download link. Deploying capital into agricultural technology without a mathematically strict execution blueprint leads to immediate and significant financial loss. Let's look at exactly how this works. This animated cross-section shows the core science of hydroponics. We completely remove soil from the equation and replace it with a precise, recirculating mixture of water and essential minerals. Because the water constantly loops back into the system, you save 90% of the water required in traditional farming methods. When you scale this commercially, you generally choose between two hardware setups. On the left is the nutrient film technique, or NFT, perfect for leafy greens. On the right is a deep drip system using grow bags, which provides the necessary root volume to support heavy, fruiting crops like cherry tomatoes. But the hardware only works if you manage the atmosphere. Enclosing this entire setup in a specialized polyhouse isolates your production from external weather, allowing you to control humidity and temperature down to the exact degree. In a local mandi, high-volume, low-margin crops dictate the price. To survive at this scale, your focus must shift toward premium buyers like five-star hotels, fine dining cafes, and quick commerce apps like Blinkit. These institutional buyers demand a highly consistent, aesthetically perfect supply, and they are fully prepared to pay up to 3 times the standard market price in order to secure it. By combining strict climate control with locked-in B2B contracts, you take agriculture out of the realm of an unpredictable seasonal gamble and turn it into a highly predictable, year-round manufacturing process. So, let's run the exact numbers right now. We are going to model a 10,000 square foot commercial urban setup, specifically designed to house 25,000 individual plant sites. Looking at this waterfall chart, you can see the initial capital expenditure totals 26.2 lakh rupees. Notice that the vast majority of this capital is deployed directly into physical infrastructure and climate automation. Once the doors open, you're looking at a monthly operational burn rate of 2.5 lakh rupees. The biggest slices of this recurring pie go toward commercial space rent, a specialized agronomy staff, and the premium packaging required for retail distribution. Factoring in standard mortality rates, that setup yields about 20,000 units per month. If we divide our operating expenses by that harvest, we land at an exact production cost of 12 rupees and 50 paise per unit. Here is exactly where the B2B strategy pays off. Your wholesale institutional selling price sits at 30 rupees per unit. That entire green space between your production cost and your sale price is your gross margin. Run those margins across a 20,000 unit monthly yield, and you are clearing roughly 3.5 lakh rupees in pure net profit every 30 days. Plotting that net profit against your initial investment on a 12-month timeline, your cumulative returns will sharply intersect and cross the initial capex baseline right around month 11. Long-term hydroponic success relies entirely on these micro-unit margins rather than total acreage. But a spreadsheet is perfectly controlled. Reality is not. If your local power grid fails and your water pumps die, your plant roots will dry out, resulting in a 100% loss of your entire harvest within a few hours. You mitigate this by installing a dual-layer power redundancy matrix. This requires an auto mains failure panel directly hooked to a diesel generator that fires automatically the second the grid goes dark. The next major threat is the peak Indian summer. Extreme ambient heat strips the dissolved oxygen out of your water. Instead of wasting electricity trying to cool the entire airspace of the polyhouse, you implement targeted root zone chilling to keep the nutrient water itself strictly stabilized. This grid outlines the final operational risk: market flooding. If you plant 25,000 seeds on the same day, you have to dump 20,000 units on the market all at once. By dividing your farm into 5 separate zones planted 7 days apart, you ensure a highly manageable, consistent weekly harvest. Leaving environmental and market risks unchecked turns a high-tech facility into a massive financial liability. Engineering these specific fail-safes is what actually secures your 3.5 lakh monthly profit. To operate in those premium institutional supply chains, you need strict legal compliance. That means securing your FSSAI food safety licenses, your GST registration for commercial supply, and your MSME status to qualify for agricultural subsidies. We're going to see exactly what this looks like in practice. This coming Thursday, we are releasing a real-life success story of an Indian entrepreneur who executed this exact blueprint to build a massive commercial brand. Success in this sector requires the same level of data precision and operational discipline as any other regulated technology startup.